Let's.
On the left-hand side, playing as Valder once again, we have Saikoya up against Mastro, who's returning to Greenfinger down in the blue side. So you're a true believer in Valder right now.
Yeah, this is like not the not a Valder map, but I think it's just because I got like around the time of this set, I got really comfy with Valder and like playing scrappy with Valder. I think having Valder really like gives you that safety net, and I really enjoy that. So I kept playing Valder. And here I actually do an opening trick where I'm gonna yoink a village by and I'm really proud of that one actually. Because if you see it coming, you have to see it coming like maybe one. Not sure how many turns in advance you have to see it coming, but you can like punish it really hard. But I go for that because and it works. Because it works. That's why I go for it.
I mean, fair enough. You do have like
good.
this nice cut into Mastro's territory in the top right hand side because of this, and now he has to injure swords to take that back. And in theory, he might not even get that village back. You can just continually pressure it if you want to. So working out well there for you there. Although there's a little bit of counter pressure coming up for on your sides, Mastro going deeper with their commander, but I think Valder you can just keep pressuring. Oh, but decides to go center route.
Yeah, I wanna. I mean, I guess the swords will take care of that village for a while, and I wanna have Valder active somewhere else.
Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, we've definitely seen people make the mistake of moving their commander into a corner or something, and then them being like too busy with that to kind of be effective out on the map. So I can respect the choice of going like center Valder.
Also on this map, if you try to extend your commander into the corner, what happens often is that like a dragon and a golem comes out, and then your commander can actually die there.
Right.
So it's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, dying is bad, so
yeah.
a
This
respectable
knight on the
choice.
south is an option I really like to counter the knight pressure from attacking the south village there. Basically lining up a crit if the knight goes for the village.
Yeah, it's a smart play. Also, knight's very good at sniping the mage, which means your dragon is then free to put in a lot of work as well, so yeah, lots of like kind of multifaceted play coming out there. It's good. And your sword continuing to harass this village up at the top. I think it's almost done 100 goals worth of damage to the swords just because they're hitting that village.
I mean, it's also about like denying the income, you know?
Yeah, and ooh, Greenfinger's going very deep here, although I guess he's got vines to cover, so.
Yeah, I might have been a little too aggressive here. So I think my game plan was to like cross the middle to like go pressure Greenfinger at the same time where my golem starts to get active. Might have been a little too eager going for that here, like right when the vines come out.
Right, yeah, like Valder's looking pretty vulnerable at the moment. I'm kind of curious, like how does he survive in this instance? Oh, picks up a sword with that dog. Okay, interesting trade. Is the play there just to try and keep the golem busy up in the corner?
Basically, in the north, I'm trying to kill the sword because if the golem is the only thing left, he can't capture villages.
Ah, smart. And actually, really nice use of that dragon. Like the mage wasn't able to cover, so it just continues to be annoying. But another mage is coming in there. Ooh, nice, interesting night crit. I always love it when night crits do like very like non-obvious things. Like they just kind of like run up and hit like and kill a unit that's like in a forest or something like on the opposite side of the map. So I like those night crits coming. Well, that night crit coming out even. And Mastro just kind of pushing up the middle right now. Going to be actually very close to having a second groove already on 80%. Damn.
Yeah, mage heals the vines too. Um, let's see. I think
Ooh, is this going to be a lethal attempt? Which hex comes in? The 20-ish% health swords. And oh yeah, this is actually night crit and then followed up by commander hit. And yeah, just goes a little bit too far forward with Greenfinger and Mastro, who honestly was looking in a relatively good position. Like I think it could have gone either way, but
yeah, he recovered pretty well from the early opening trick I did.
the early shenanigans. But yeah, just commander is a little bit too forward. Like you never want to put a commander next to a beach.
Yeah, and I got the like sword crit suicide because he was in a forest.
Right. Yeah, that's actually a spooky one as well. Like you're in a more defended place, which makes you actually more
It's like
vulnerable to getting
yeah,
killed at
more
some
defense,
points.
but yeah. It's like when having too much defense is a bad thing.
Yes, it can. That is actually very true. It can be disadvantageous to be in a tile where you have more defense. So
That's a problem you face often when you play Emmerich because you're on the mountain, but they don't get bonus defense, so they can suicide pretty easily.
yes, is also true. I remember kind of like a curse to his. Yeah, like I think actually I wonder if there's like stats out there. Maybe this exists, or maybe this could exist of like how much Emmerich dies to things like people suiciding units into him for lethals compared to other commanders. I would actually I would maybe not bet, but I would at least suspect that he is more likely to die from things like that. And
I
we'll
mean,
take a quick.
probably because when you're playing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a
Oh,
quick look at the
actually, look
stats
at
before
the
we close this out.
yeah, look at the stats. There's a funny stat in there.
Which one?
Like, look how many times I used Valder Groove.
At once. That's actually, yeah, that's actually kind of hilarious. Like a game where there's like one Valder groove and then that's it. There's actually looking to be a second Greenfinger groove coming up as well. But I mean, you were both fairly close. I mean, like Mastro had a bit of an income lead at one point, but
I had.
oh yeah, sorry, I'm getting them mixed up. No, because he's blue in the game, but you're blue on the
Oh,
chart because of it uses
the charted Blue Valder.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, you had a pretty sizable income lead for a while. Um,
The unit count might look like it's in his favor, but that's because of the vines, really.
yes, but oh well. You win loses finals. Mastro goes out in third. Mastro a very good player. I believe they came second in Groove of War 7.
Yep.
They had a loss against Zoronix, who I don't believe they did Did they enter Groove of War 8 or did they?
The Ronix did not.
Okay.
Uh,
I believe their Zornix happened to be busy this time around. At least I wasn't following too closely when it was actually happening, but I believe he had a bunch of real life
he
commitments at
didn't
that point
want
in time. So
didn't want to get the what happens to Shu in Groove War 7, where like everyone was kind of allying against them.
oh, maybe.
Like we want a new champion.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if Zero's gonna be coming back for Advance Wars. Um, that would actually be very interesting seeing. But anyway, congratulations to yourself for winning. Congratulations to Mastro for making top 3 again. They walk away with like a nice chunk of money, I think, out of this two. Third place gets like 150, I think, something along those lines. So yeah, that's like not a bad result at the end of the day. So well played to Mastro, and I guess both of you lost to some kind of sneaky lethal that you didn't account for at the time.
That's the same one.
But anyway, we're gonna go into finals, so I'll be back in a moment.